In a world full of noise and endless distractions, where the city never sleeps and voices compete to be heard, one podcast dares to cut through the chaos. Welcome to the Oracle 19 podcast, where truth meets thought and bold ideas spark conversations that shape our urban world.
Welcome to a brand new podcast. And this is the Oracle 19. And my name is Mr. Greatness. For any business inquiries, if you want to put your business, if you have a business and you want to put it on this platform, you can email us at evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. And that's the same email if you want to make a donation to the Oracle 19 podcast via PayPal. Whatever you can spare, we definitely appreciate that. That's evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. For general inquiries, email us at the Oracle19 at the Oracle19radio.com. We have different links to other affiliates, www.linktree.com/Evolution of London. You can support us that way, that's one way, or through our Patreon channel, where we have digital artwork. We do consulting services as well. And we have videos that is not posted on YouTube, www.patreon.com/Evolution of London. Many ways to definitely support us through our websites, clothing websites, accessories. EvolutionofLondon.com, we have a whole wide range of products. That's our baby shop and more, from men's, kids, ladies' clothes, cologne, perfume, and house products, much more. So evolutionoflondon.com. That's evolutionoflondon.org, O-R-G, for custom clothes, accessories, and digital artwork. Books for business as well as personal use. And finally, www.evolutionoflondon.store, S-T-O-R-E. And that is for custom sneakers, more accessories, more clothes, evolutionoflondon.store. Check out the company Royalty 9 International. They make homemade candles, 100% soy wax, 12-ounce jars from scented to unscented. Now the scented candles is from frankincense, myrrh, jasmine, eucalyptus, rose, vanilla, just to name a few. So any orders, if you want to make any potential orders through Royalty 9 International for their luxury candles, they burn over 35 plus burning hours. Email the company at royalty9international@gmail.com. You also could find them on Instagram and TikTok. Again, with Royalty 9 International. Mr. Will, he's been a fitness consultant for over 15 years. So if you want to book a consultation, email him at healthfitnessconsultant1@gmail.com. That's healthfitnessconsultant1@gmail.com. DJ Panthro, he's an international DJ, and if you want to book for him to come to your venue, email him at djpanthro519@gmail.com. That's DJ Panthro, Panthro 519@gmail.com. You also subscribe on his YouTube, DJ Panthro 519. There you'll find his link to his clothing line and accessories, as well as he does video editing. You can email him the same email, djpanthro519@gmail.com. You'll find him on Instagram and TikTok, The Real DJ Panthro. Again, that's The Real DJ Panthro on TikTok. Music. Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. He have a whole wide range of different beats. So once you go to his YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and share to Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube, and continue to train on YouTube is the Greatness 19 channel. That's our educational channel to open up your third eye. So like, subscribe, and share to the Greatness 19 channel, as well as Mr. Evolution of London. That's our health and wellness channel. Like, subscribe, and share to Mr. Evolution of London, our health and wellness channel. Kenzo Gang. If you're looking for Afro beats, check out his album Discovery, as well as his single Adora on all major platforms. That is YouTube, of course, Spotify, Apple, Amazon Music, just to name a few. And if you want to book for him to come to your venue, morekenzo@gmail.com. That's more, MOORKEENZO @gmail.com. Now, the Oracle 19 is on all major platforms. We're on iHeartRadio, Google, Apple, Spotify for creators, Amazon Music, just to name a few. So any information I haven't mentioned will be in the description box of the Oracle 19 podcast, the Greatness 19 channel, Mr. Evolution of London, both of those on YouTube, of course. Rumble.com, just type in the Oracle 19 on Rumble. And finally, our internet radio, which is www.theoracle19radio.com. Well, today's episode, I want to talk about if she doesn't love the father, can she truly love the child? If she doesn't love the father, can she truly love the child? And I want to touch on that. A lot of times, women, mothers, they have great hate, perfect hate for the father. And my question, and your question, you should always ask yourself, can she really love a child? That's something that is not really talked about as much. You have a lot of women out here, for whatever reason, they have hate for the child's father. Now, can they separate that, especially when the child looks like the father? Do they really love that child, or do they just go through the motions? Do these women really love their children? Truly? Or are they just, again, going through the motions? These are questions. What do you think? I know you're expecting maybe Mr. Greatness to give you an answer. I am going to give you my perspective. Well, here's the thing. If women, they have children, do they really love the child to that degree? You have a lot of women, I talk about this, have different men they entertain. Now you have a right, you have a life, but it's respectability too. Class, dignity. Child shouldn't see just different men boogieing in the house. That's just on the side note. You know, there's a lot of emotional dynamics with women that have hate for the child's father. Again, when they look at the child sometimes, a lot of times look like the father. So do you think these average women could separate that truly, emotionally? That's my question from me to you. And you can, a lot of times these children see the results. They feel the results. They feel the hatred that these mothers have. Mind you, that's their father. And a lot of times the influence of the mother rubs off on the child, and the child end up hating the father for no reason or not respecting the father. Mothers is the nurturers, the main nurturers. So if there's a hatred, it rubs off on the children. You see countless times in society where children have hate for the father because of the mother, whether the mother said anything or not. It's just influences, things that is thrown out there, indirectly or directly. It's a shame. This is the world that we live in. It really is. I'm walking this real slow because I want you to really think on this. Think about your own mother if you're coming from a single parent home. And your mother might not like the father for whatever reason. It's really something that we all need to really think about and reflect within our own lives. You have to really sit back and think about your situation, especially if you coming from that single parent home. The way what your mother say or what she do indirectly, who she talks to. This have a lot to do in your future, in your mindset. Do your mother have unconditional love for you? Or is she just going through the motions with you? Because the bitterness towards the father definitely spill over the children. And it's not talked about. It's not talked about in society because society treat women with kid gloves, like they could do nothing wrong or say anything wrong. But a lot of times these mothers, they don't love the children. They despise the father and they just going through the motions. And what do I mean by going through the motions? They just doing just enough for the child just so it won't be no issues with the government. But they don't have that unconditional love. especially if it's a male child. If the mother have hate for the father and there's a male child involved, do she have unconditional love for that child? That's a question from me to you. And a lot of times she raising that son to be soft because she don't know how to parent that son. A mother can't parent a son like how a father can. She teaches the child, her daughter, to be independent and low-key hate of a man. Hatred. Especially if that mother is coming from a toxic situation with the father. She immediately teaches her daughter to be independent and have independent from men, and you can't trust a man, and men is not smart, and men is dumb, and we the smartest, meaning women. So she interject that in the daughter. So when daughter becomes of age, she figure just she's superior over man, and men is stupid, and you can't trust no man, and you live independently. This is what modern day mothers teaching their daughters, and they teach their sons because they have hatred for the father. A lot of times they teach the son to be soft and be beneath a woman, that the woman could do no wrong, and you as my son need to cater to a woman because she's a woman. She could do anything to you. You can't put your hands on her. You can't yell at her. You can't look at her harsh. She does nothing wrong, and if she hits you or say something, you tuck your head down because she's a woman. She's above you. This is how mothers is teaching sons indirectly as well as directly. And they have hatred for the father. And the children see it. They hear it. All the time it's done. It's like clockwork. Every day, every week. Sign of the times. And you really need to reflect, ladies and gentlemen, you as sons and daughters, reflect how your mother act. Reflect how your auntie act, your grandmama, the women in the family. I'm sure there's family members that have this ideology that I'm talking about. It's real life examples. You have a few exceptions to the rule, women that can separate hatred they have for their father, but they love the child. But even if they have the hatred, even if they try to separate, I should say, it still resonates. And the mothers, and the children know. Trust me, they know. The lack of respect these women have, the hatred, all of that together, the children feel it. And it becomes uncomfortable for them. And in some cases, a lot of cases, there's what they call parental alienization, where the mother themselves alienate the children from the father because of the hatred. I give you an example. When a father calls to speak to his children, Mother don't answer. If it's on a Friday, I'm just using this example, and the father call on the Friday, she don't answer. She'll respond on the Sunday and just say she was busy that Friday. This is low-key hatred, not caring, respecting the other party's time. And women do that all the time. You call on the Friday, they don't answer till Sunday. Or you call maybe 8 o'clock at night on the Friday, they don't respond till 4 or 5 hours later. And they're not doing nothing. They just choose to because they got hatred. This is thousands of cases, hundreds and thousands of cases sprinkled throughout the world that fathers have to go through. And the children is right there in real time seeing it from themselves. This is what goes on. And if the mother, let's say, have a deep hatred for the father while the child is in the womb, there's a psychological bonding that occurs because children feel, see, this might be over your guys' pay rate of understanding, but I'm just going to throw this out here anyway. The child feels the energy. He or she is attached to the mother via a biblical cord. So they feel the energy of the mother's response. I know cases where the child is in the womb of the mother, and the mother had deep hatred for the father. And when the child was born, the child was scared of the father, weird stuff, and had hatred. I was told a case like this where a guy told me the story where the mother had like just no respect for him, and she carried that energy in the womb, and the child felt that. And when the child was born, the child wasn't attached to the father. When literally, when the father pick up the child would start screaming and crying at a months old, literally. And that led on to when the child was like 3. Soon as the father get in the house, the young toddler literally start crying and running to the mommy. Weird stuff. And I know cases like this. This one guy told me this story. Literally, he did nothing wrong to the baby. But the baby, as soon as he entered the house to visit, the child will start crying and running to the mother. Real talk. So you can't say these things don't occur. Mothers have a great influence on the child because they're the first ones they're the nurturers, the main nurturers. And it could, this what I mean by things spilling over subconsciously onto the child. And in a lot of situations, these mothers use the child as a weapon against the father. Again, parental alienation. That's a legal term. You can look it up. Basically, mothers preventing the child from bonding with the father. And that's illegal in the court of law. But it's illegal, but it's not really exercised like if it was the reversal, if the man did it to the mother. Because it's still women get breaks in court. That's a fact. Is a closet fact. But they can't say outright, but that's a closet fact. A closet fact. That's what I call it. And a lot of times with the parental alienation, child feels rejected and unloved because of the broken parental relationships. But nothing the father can do because, again, the mother and father live in two different homes, so it's really two different governments, two different systems. And as the child gets older, it just have this hate or no respect for the father, and it's just embedded in them. And even the child don't even know why. A lot of times, it's embedded in them. The only time things will switch up if you have a single dad, because he brings balance and he's not thinking emotional. A single parent, a single dad, especially in this Western culture, in modern day society here in North America, basically Canada and US, Canada, and European nations. They already embed women, embedded in their brain, really not to respect the men principle. And the system is a bunch of just old, weak white men who can't handle their own women. And I know that brings a lot of controversy, but they can't even handle their own woman. So their situation is already fractured anyway, because they can't even handle their own women, the middle class white, middle to lower middle class white men. Now your upper echelon, like the Rothschilds and Rockefellers, the old money, they have a system where they can check their women. But modern day society is different for the middle class, lower class, working class white men. I'm just throwing that out there. So there's a lot of children conflicts, especially when the child gets older. You'll have a lot of times outright the mother speaks negative towards the father, which children hear it, soak it in. There's so many different dynamics that is out here, and it's not talked about. So my question for me to you, which I said in the beginning, if a woman doesn't love the father, can she still truly love the child? Now, yes, you do have that, but truly love where she have respect for herself as a woman, how she carry herself, and how she treats the child, all of that is debatable. You do have exception to the rules, but is that majority? That's my question for me to you. You have to look at the whole perspective. So, what say you? I want you to think about it. I can keep going on and on, but I want to make this short and sweet. Is this in your family? Is this your significant other, baby mama, your auntie, your sister, your own mother? Does she have respect for the man principle or her baby daddy or ex-husband? And you as a child, how did you feel about it? Did it make you feel a certain way? Did you have to seek counseling? Reflect. This is about reflection. Reflecting on your life. Sit back and analyze if this was your mother. Now, how you feel about it? What are you going to do when you have children or you have children currently as a woman to change the perspective of life and keep a nation growing, the next generation, and keep building until the next time. Take care.